Hello everyone, this is Mont27p. I am an animator for Black Plasma Studios, and yeah, well, Knights of Ardonia has essentially just come out with a trailer for their first episode for Season 2 of Songs of War, a nice cool fan-made thing that they've been doing over the past few months to years. A lot of work been going in. This is essentially my reaction. This is actually recorded after seeing the reaction. You'll hear my actual reaction and a bit of a rant after at the end. But I just want to mention, a lot of obviously work behind the scenes, but I do rant on a bit at the end about kind of credit and some other things. This is more particularly directed to people who make kind of fan-made things, whether that be Songs of War or just in general. But I went on a bit of a rant, not to these guys specifically, but to all the different people that make all the Songs of War stuff, because I'm noticing a bit of a trend that I'm kind of getting a little annoyed at, not as a BPS animator, just as like someone who has made fan-made stuff in the past and has given credit. Like, it's just some things that I've noticed that these guys haven't been doing. So stick around, I guess, particularly for those people that have made this. If you're watching this, I do have some kind of critique on that area that I feel like everyone that is making these fan-made things should consider. But other than that, yeah, let's actually play the reaction. Good start to the recording. I'm tired. I just woke up, okay? Hello everybody, I am a Mont, animator for BPS. I am, reacting to the trailer for Season 2 by Knights of Ardonia. See what it's like. I don't know if I'm doing anything with this, but I guess it's here if it is. But I'll probably talk about a few things at the end, but I just want to see how this goes and watch it for now. And yeah, I mean, it should be pretty good from all of the things that I've seen so far, so yeah, I think it'll be rather interesting. Yeah, here we go. It's starting shortly. I know I've got the countdown, but let's go. Oh, they didn't use the cinematic countdown. I guess this is kind of cinematic. Now everything's beeping at me and I don't like it. Notification for this. Here we go. Starting where we left off, very nice. Ooh. Igneous, yeah. Not igneous, no. Nice use of the Songs of War effects. Oh, I guess it was supposed to just be a trailer, but yo. December 18th. Very nice, a month away. A little over a month. 10 PM EST. I'm curious what they're going to do with the Knights of Ardonia channel. I don't know if they're going to use it for much or if it's just a promotion or whatever, but dang, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised necessarily by the month. It's a bit of a wait, but sure, I can definitely wait for that. Now, I have an interesting thing to talk about. Not that this will even make a video, but I kind of want to talk about it here. So I'm going to open up all the different Songs of War things. I've got Helios. Okay, yeah, so my only kind of gripe with a lot of these fan-made Songs of War things is something that I feel has been quite consistent across kind of the big three. We've got, obviously, Knights of Ardonia, we got Helios, and we got Makesty, which has been going through a lot of the Season 2 and 3 stuff at a lot quicker pace, but you know, they're still doing cool stuff. But I have a bit of a gripe with what all of these guys are doing, because none of them have been doing it. And just looking at both the title and the description right here at the start, you may already notice what I'm about to mention. But the thing I want to mention is that none of these guys are really giving any credit to Black Plasma Studios. They're not dedicating it as fan-made. They're not doing any of that kind of sorts, which doesn't sit right with me, because essentially they're nearly making it out as it's their work. Yes, they've put in the work to get, you know, the Season 2 and 3 stuff out, but the story is still not theirs. They have no, like, legal rights to what Songs of War is. And I have a particular gripe against Helios, because even here they mention merchandise coming soon. You cannot merchandise something that you do not own. David and Black Plasma Studios owns Songs of War. You cannot merchandise Songs of War. If that's what you're planning to do, you can merchandise other stuff, that's fine. You can create kind of fan art and stuff and send that out, do whatever you want with Songs of War, just you cannot merchandise it. That is, it's not your legal property to do. Just like we cannot take Alex and Steve and do merchandise for that, because we do not own Alex and Steve. That's why we don't have any. You cannot do that. But the main still gripe is that no one is mentioning Black Plaza Studios. No one is mentioning fan art. No one is even really mentioning proper season 1 and that, oh, this was made by Black Plaza Studios, you should go and support this. No one is doing it. So this is actually directed at anyone that does fan-made stuff. And again, I'm going to bring up more examples because, once again, I've done fan-made stuff, Thomas has done fan-made stuff, a lot of other people have done fan-made animations, and they make it really clear that that is what it is. If I go to my channel, for example, I've made a good 3 or 4 fan-made things over the years, but I've made it very distinct that they are fan-made. If I have a look, Thalias vs Herobrine short, fan-made, Songs of War. We've got link in the description, both links in the description, fan-made in the video. I may have mentioned it, yeah, I linked Songs of War at the very end of the video as well. Let's go to the next one, that's the most recent one I did. But Animation Life Alternate Ending, I had 2 of those because that's the remade. Fan-made in the title. Fan-made, and check out the original at the very start of the video, and potentially at the end, yeah, at the end as well, linked at the end, plus Black Plasma Studios. Again, in the description, both links, and I think that's this one. Yeah, that's the original, is it not? No, it's not, okay, that's Darkness Awakens. But that's the other one to look at as well, Darkness Awakens. Fan-made Animation Life 4. I make it clear, both in the video, in the video, the following series is fan-made of Animation Life 4, inspired by Black Plasma Studios. Behind the scenes, okay, I didn't link it there, although I don't really need to again, but again, behind the scenes, Black Plasma Studios, linking Black Plasma Studios, saying in the title and the video. Nearly every single fan-made thing I've done personally, even though I don't necessarily need to, I've linked to Black Plasma Studios. I've said clearly that it's fan-made. I've distinctly said that, because that's what you should be doing. It is a fan-made thing. I do not own any of this stuff. Even for that other Songs of War thing, the Thalias vs Herobrine thing, that was distinctly named as fan-made. That is where the problem is here, because no one is mentioning Black Plasma Studios at all. No one is mentioning fan art, not in the video, not in the title, not in the description, not in the comments. Nowhere, there is no mention of it at all. And again, that does not sit very well with me, because I don't feel like that's the right thing to be doing. You're taking something that is not yours, and you're creating this work. Yeah, you're creating the work, you should give credit to the people that you're doing it to, but you still need to give credit to the original people that are doing this stuff. One other kind of gripe that I've had with all this stuff is that, kind of relating to it, a lot of people are obviously doing this kind of thing, obviously you've got the big 3 here, but it nearly feels like, everyone doing their own different thing is creating this weird competition, which is weird because, again, it's a fan-made series. Why is there so much competition over a fan-made series? Everyone should just be working together. And I don't know if that's particularly the reason that people aren't giving credit. They want to seem more like their own brand. But again, that's not right. You shouldn't be your own brand. Well, yes, you should, but you still, again, need to acknowledge. Really, you should be saying, this is inspired by Black Plasma Studios, a fan-made Season 2 of Songs of War. You should be saying that really at the start and end of your video. And technically, you should be saying it in your title as well. You don't have to, but again, you probably should be, like I did. But no one is doing that. I don't have a gripe against Patreon. Patrons are fine. Patreon is just supporting your work. You're not merchandising something. But again, merchandise? No. Please do not merchandise Black Plasma Studios. Maybe David's fine with it. I don't know. I'm only just putting my point of view across. But I feel like people really do need to consider it, because no one has seemed to do it. everyone's kind of just going off and doing their own thing. They release and that's like, oh, this is my work, nothing to do with Black Plaza Studios. Yeah, it's fine. No, it's not fine. It's not your work. The original work is to David and Black Plaza Studios. We are like the legal, technically not me, we're the legal like holders of it. Well, David is really. Now I'm not saying this because I'm personally offended since I'm part of Black Plaza Studios. I don't care. I'm doing this again from a point that I've done fan-made stuff before, and that, you know, credit is important, and that none of these guys have been doing it. So it's been an actual, like, pretty decent gripe for me seeing that no one has done this. So I keep that all in mind. I feel like at the absolute minimum, these guys should be mentioning, you know, fan-made, it's inspired by, check the original series, Series 1, check Black Plaza Studios. They should be doing that. It is fan-made, and none of them have acknowledged that. But anyway, that's my kind of gripe. Obviously, back to the actual trailer itself, since I spent so long on that. It is cool, like, I am pretty excited. There's certain, oops, I went straight to that bit. There are certain bits in the animation where, like, it felt like it lacked a bit of polish. Like, even looking at that, like, parrot, like, there's nearly no movement in it. I guess it's, like, gliding, but to go up like that. Anyway, like, I'd have gripes, not gripes, like, little feedback points, but it looks really good. They made use of the lighting, which is awesome, so, the lighting and effects look really good. Obviously, as they should be, since all the assets are available, so I'm still excited, obviously, but I just hope that these guys, not just these guys, but all of them really kind of take this, like, credit thing into mind a little more, because none of them have been. Anyway, I just woke up, so that's probably why I sound a little grumbly or grumpy, whatever, but that's me. Yeah, I guess we'll see how things go, see how this looks. It should be pretty good, and hopefully some of these guys keep some of those points that I mentioned in mind. Anyway, that's my reaction and my rant. I'll see you all next time.